Hi, welcome. In this video, I want to take just a minute to talk about this issue of this picture of change and why it is that I don't get caught up in just trying to set up a picture through incentivizing the dog to respond and go into certain positions that will create a certain picture, which is very typical in the mainstream dog training world. As people are so focused on, on this picture that they lose sight of going deeper. Say, well, ask the questions. Well, why, dog's responding, but based on what? Like, what are the motives that are behind that? Like, what underpins that picture itself? And this is why I show that dogs can be going through the motions, and people can incentivize through using treats and even praise and certain other motivating, influencing agents. However, the motives of the dog can be completely rotten to the core. I mean, that's the thing people have to understand here about why it is that the picture can set up a certain way and look absolutely fantastic, and you're not solving the behavior problems. You're simply looking at that picture and making assumptions that change is happening when it's not. And this is what makes this system of training very, very different. It really sets it apart because there's depth to it. It goes deeper. It asks those questions that, what's going on here? Is it just merely about the picture itself, or is it about how nature defines change? Is it about more happening through this connection than meets the eye, or what you can trust through appearances? And this is why people get very blindsided, or it seems like you'll get certain reactions, and you'll know that something's wrong, but it seems like it's outside the parameters or perimeter of your personal relationship. That everything will seem okay with how the dog's connecting to you. Seems okay in the house. Seems to be settling in quite fine, walking around. Everything seems okay. Because this is the thing to understand about the dog's state of mind. When they're gaining power, they're finding comfort in power. They're settling in, and so therefore that picture itself, even though it's a counterfeit, will look like a balanced dog. And but again, this is why when people put it to the test, or you have moments where you're trying to put the dog on the leash, or and again within the context of what's reasonable. Okay, you're putting reasonable amount of influence over the dog at a certain time. The dog is going to react. It's not going to like it because the motives are being exposed in that moment. So the picture is being exposed, so to speak. So it's very important to understand. This is why there seems to be a disconnect oftentimes between what we see through our own relationship with dogs, and then the picture itself with what's happening with the dog reacting to other dogs, other people, and but that gives us the truth. And again, there always will be clues, and there's no such thing as one-offs with dogs. When you see a dog's state of mind elevating up into a certain level, that is the truth. And oftentimes, everything else we're seeing is merely it's a counterfeit. But again, if you really look at the motives or expose the motives, you'll see a clear picture of what's really happening beyond just the appearance of things. Thanks for watching.